Hey friends, welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to be making cranberry cookies. This is a delicious cookie to have at any of your fall festivities, Thanksgiving, cookouts, whatever you're going to do during the fall months. This is a delicious cookie to have in your cookie repertoire. So I would like to welcome everyone to my channel. My name is Leslie. I'm the Farming Pastor's Wife. I do content, mostly cooking, but also some grocery hauls, try-on hauls, unboxings, you name it, farming videos. You're going to get it here on this channel. So I would so appreciate you hitting subscribe, and be sure to click that little bell. And once you click the bell, if you would select the word all, that way you're always notified whenever I upload a video and you don't miss anything. I would love for you to be sure to hit that bell. Don't forget to hit that bell and then click the word all. So with that being said, let's get to making these cranberry cookies. Okay guys, so these just aren't any cranberry cookie. These are cranberry oatmeal cookies and they are delicious. Now I've got company coming just real briefly to do some things here. So I want to get, there's a little bit of preparation you got to do with these cookies. So I want to get that little preparation done, get it in the refrigerator. There's just a couple things you got to think ahead about. Like you got to soften your butter. Be sure it's at room temperature. But here's the preparation we've got to do real quick, and then we'll let it sit for an hour, and then we'll be ready to make these cookies. Okay guys, so what we're going to do real quick is we're going to crack 3 eggs into some kind of holding apparatus. Okay, and into these eggs, we're going to pour in 2 to 3 teaspoons of vanilla. I don't usually measure because I just pour my vanilla. And we're going to mix this very generously. Okay guys, and then into this egg mixture, we're going to pour 1.5 cups of dried cranberries, and we're going to let those soak in this egg mixture. We're going to stick them in the refrigerator. We're going to cover them up with saran wrap or plastic wrap. And we're going to let them soak for at least an hour. If it goes longer, that's totally fine. But we are going to cover them up, get them in the refrigerator. And let them soak and plump up and just get wonderful goodness. And we'll be back in just a little while to finish up these cookies. Okay y'all, well it's been well over an hour and it's time to get started. So let me get you turned down here so you can see what's going on. Let's see. Oops, hang tight y'all. Don't go anywhere. There we go. Okay, so in this container, I'm gonna go in with 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And I am kind of leveling that off with my finger. Just doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, you want it close. All right, here is 2 cups. I guess I should get a knife to do this with. 2 cups and 1/2. Okay. Two and a half. All right, so into the flour, I'm going to go in with 2 teaspoons, and this doesn't have to be exact, of cinnamon. And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. So 2½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, not powder. When I first started cooking, those were the hardest things for me to keep straight, because sometimes I would mix them up. Okay, so we're going to set that off to the side. We have our mixer here. Just going to turn you guys around. And in the mixer, I'm going in with 2 softened sticks of butter. And it's way softened. What I did was I turned the microwave on for a minute or 2 and then put the butter in there. So the microwave was warm. And so yeah, and I'm squeezing out the sides because it's really soft and I don't want to miss anything. So we're going to turn this down. I'm going to turn it on low while I wipe my hands off. I said I was going to turn it on low. Here we go. I'm going to wipe my hands. Now, the recipe calls for 2 cups, 2 cups of sugar, which would be 1 white and 1 brown sugar. But I'm going to cut back on it just a tad. Oh, mainly because I feel like I'm almost out of sugar. So we're going in with 1/2 cup. Maybe 3/4 of a cup of white. And we'll do a full cup of brown if I have it. I need to go get some sugar. Alright. There we go. So I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Well, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm having to guess. All right. Okay, guys, I'm turning it down to low. And I'm going to add the flour. In. Now I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. I started on slow so you don't get a big poof of flour. Okay, guys, and to that, we're going to add in our egg and cranberry and vanilla mixture. And I want to get every bit of that eggy vanilla. Good. I'm going to do my measuring spoon. We're going to go in with 2 cups of oats. 2 cups of oats. I'm using quick oats, but you can use whichever one you prefer. And I'm making a mess, but that's okay. We're baking. You're supposed to make a mess when you're baking. I don't trust a neat cook. Alright, now I'm going to give it a good mix. I'm actually going to scrape down the sides. just a little bit, just to get it knocked down. All right. Now you could add some nuts in this if you like, but since we're having a big chicken stew, I don't know who may be there that might be allergic, so I'm not adding nuts. Okay. All right. So let me clean up this mess, get my cookie sheets. We'll be right back. Okay guys, my oven is preheating to 350. And I just have some parchment lines. You can use the seal pat if you want, but I'm just going with parchment today. And they will spread a little bit, so you don't want them right next to each other. I think I can get 3 across and maybe 4 down. These are not only for the chicken stew, but they're also my son-in-law's favorite cookie. So my son-in-law Jamie will get plenty of these. I think Isaac may like them too. Yeah, he's shaking his head, yes. Isaac's home from school, y'all.
All right.
All right. And look, I wish you could see what just happened.
They probably did.
Bryant got in the cookie dough. All right, these are going in a 350-degree oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. I'm going to keep scooping them out. I'll bring you back when they're done. And I didn't get any of that on video.
None?
No.
You weren't recording at all?
Why can't I see the time?
That's so good.
Okay, y'all, I think my camera videoed it this way, so I'm going to share that video, but I'm also going to show you what I did. It's on a cookie sheet, and I got about 3 across and 4 down. We're going to bake them at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Sorry if my camera was turned sideways, but it is what it is. Yeah, here's my scoop. It came from Pampered Chef. And it's just my cookie scoop. And I have one this size and one smaller. So we're going to see what these cookies look like when we come out and decide if I need to go smaller or stick with this.
I'm going to tell you now, smaller.
Smaller?
Yes.
Why?
Because.
Alright, he says smaller. We'll see. Okay, these are going in 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, y'all, while we're waiting for the cookies to come out, there's some variations you can do to this. Of course, you've probably figured them out already. You could add nuts again, like I mentioned. But do you know what else would be good in there? White chocolate chips. Would that not be good in there? Yes. So you could add nuts. You could add chocolate chips. And of course, you could use raisins instead of cranberries. We prefer the cranberries. I mean, that's just our preference. So I've done the big batch, and then I've done 2 trays of a smaller scoop. It has cookie dough on it, sorry. But here's the big scoop. Here's the little scoop. They're not too different, but just a little bit. I still got the same amount of cookies with this one on there. So we're going to see how they turn out. I still have a bunch of dough to scoop up and get ready, but we will do that in just a little bit. I'll bring you back when they come out of the oven. My house is going to be smelling like fall. It's going to be smelling heavenly in here. And Jamie, my son-in-law, is going to have a nice little treat when he gets home from work tonight. And of course, the rest of the family, but it just happens to be Jamie. I mean, he loves these cookies. Everybody likes them. Everybody loves them, actually. Actually, everybody loves them. But Jamie goes on and on about them. And so then, and what we have left, we'll take for dessert to the chicken stew, which is right up there in our hay barn. So, I plan to video all the festivities of the chicken stew. I'm going to do another video on my firecrackers. Jessica's coming to help me with that in the morning. So we got a lot happening here. So stay tuned. We'll be back as soon as the cookies are done. Okay guys, I was able to get about 68 cookies right here. 2 short of 6 dozen. Some are missing, but anyway, we'll give you a taste test in just a second. Okay guys, look who's home from school, and he's gonna taste this cookie for you.
So good.
So good.
He's one of my favorites.
One of his favorites. My brother was just here, and he just kept coming back and getting them, one right after the other. So maybe Jamie will have a couple when...
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay, guys. There you have it. Cranberry oatmeal cookies. This is one of our staples. I make them every year, sometimes several times a year. So thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.